Big Mama's House 2 2006 a movie review between a 2 out of 10 and 1 out of 10. The story: a male FBI agent disguises himself as a female nanny to get close and solve the case was quite good. The movie was about an FBI agent trying to solve the case. It was very hard to decide if it's a 1 out of 10 or a 2 out of 10, but I decided on a 2 out of 10 because the story was quite good, and even though it wasn't funny, there were multiple scenes which made me smile. I liked when I liked when Big Mama said "Woo!" I liked her voice and her facial expressions. I liked the dance performance near the end of the movie. Also the Fuller nanny family's reaction to it, as well the scenes where Big Mama was teaching how to dance. The near the end dance performance saved this movie from being a 1 out of 10. There was a lot of awful stuff in this movie. It wasn't that entertaining, which was the biggest downfall of this movie. It felt quite empty. Malcolm's female boss was extremely unlikable. I hated her. In every scene, she was talking down to Malcolm with a raised voice. Nobody wants to watch that. I didn't like how the small computer specialist kid looked. He was very unlikable and impolite to others, but the cast was alright. I didn't like how the movie visually looked. It had that ugly color saturation, which was very popular in 2008. That what happens in Vegas look. The set decoration wasn't good. I liked how big the Fuller's house was, but I didn't like the wall color in most of the rooms. Also, the wall colors in other buildings, the walls colors in other buildings. There were a lot of blank walls or walls with some paintings on them, which looked bad. The movie was sexual, especially the scene where Big Mama gave women the advice to give it up in the morning, in the evening, in the parking lot, and in the restaurant until he's drooling on the cookies. Sherry mentioned her nipples, and a guy was touched Big Mama's breast. The scene where the little girls were twerking was disturbing. I didn't like that Malcolm's son was embarrassed about his dad being in his school and his friends were laughing at Malcolm. That kind of stuff should never be in movies. The camera work was bad, boring shots. The music wasn't good. There just were some alright sounding songs, like at the bingo, at the dance practices, and at the end dance performance. The pace was on the slower side. I didn't like the end credits song. Also, that clips from the movie played as the credits rolled. I liked the scene where Big Mama slid in front of an archway, before meeting Mrs. Fuller. The moral was that people aren't always the way they appear to be. It was stated at the ending stages of the movie, but not pushed. The ending wasn't good. Big Mama felt left the Fullers a letter and left. It was read out loud by the family, and then Malcolm said to the camera that Big Mama might be back. What to take away from this movie? Big Mama's face and voice expressionism